You hear that? That's silence. It's because none of the kids are around. They're not running around me going, "What are you doing, Uncle Danny? What are you doing?" Stomple, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. Loud noise, irritation, throws camera across room. So, alright, today we're going to be making the poor man's brownie. Now what you need here is a cup or your favorite snowman to dispense said condiments of said contents. Now the first thing you're going to need is, of course, all the ingredients you see here. Imitation flavor, which is optional. I'm saying everything here, but that's optional, huh? Herpy derp. You definitely need some of these Hershey's Coca, which is unsweetened. Now if you want to beat around the bush and do some shortcuts, just use a packet of, your favorite hot cocoa mix. It works just fine with the marshmallows or not. Tastes pretty good after. So, do be advised, sugar and metal do not mix, but that has nothing to do with microwaves in this instance. So, first things first, we're going to mess around with this cocoa. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of said cocoa. So, we're going to see what we got here, and we got plenty still. Okay, we're going to shift this out a little bit. I'm going to do 1. You don't have to be precise with it, but I'm very OCD with my precision and measuring and all that, mostly when I actually do measure, because half the time I just eyeball it. But that's pretty fine. So next we're going to need 1/4 of the said flour. So we're going to go 1/4 cup flour, and we're going to do this, which is one of my eyeballing techniques, which I patented when I was in the war. Which war, you ask? Shut up. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and grab some of this flour. Okay. Now we're going to need 2 drops of imitation vanilla, but this is what I like to do. A capful, or at least a quadrant of a capful. There. Perfect. A little bit extra than necessary, but it still works pretty well. So, next we're going to need our utensil here again. I don't know why I just put it down over there. And next we're going to need, what was it? Brain fart. A dash of salt, which is really, again, optional, but 1/4 cup, again, of the sugar. So what I like to do is, rather than use this, I grab myself a spoon, and I do a scoop and a half. So it's just a little normal plastic spoon. Now, kids can do this with you, and if you are doing this, kids, please be sure to have an adult nearby. So, as I'm cussing and swearing on this video, but, why not? I'm sweet enough. Let's do one more. So, okay, that looks like it's folding together quite nicely. So we're going to, of course, move this all to the side. So, alright. Next step, we're going to go to the microwave and, of course, cook this. Which, by the way, it does need one more essential ingredient. Can you guess what it is? Can you? H2O, you got it. Otherwise, be putting dry ingredients out of the microwave and you'll get nowhere quick. So, just a couple squirts from the faucet here. A little bit of air pressure there, doesn't hurt nobody. Quick stir. Make sure you get all the dry ingredients mixed together properly. If you feel like it's a little bit too watery, then again, add a little bit extra of the dry ingredients and you'll be a-okay. But initially, I would say let's move over to the microwave now, because everything is good. Everything is fantastic. Everything will make you want to touch your nipples. Remember, kids, I did not say that out loud. Will it nuke? But no. As those kids cleverly bootlegged that guy who did that will it blend bit. Shame on them. Those little Bostian bastards. Anyhow, another quick stir. Everything looks good. Now, one thing I'd recommend to do is to make sure you have a paper towel over this, because it will bubble slightly. Now you're thinking, oh, well, yeah, it will. It will bubble very quickly. Now, you noticed in this, underneath everything, had a paper towel. Now that was used, or it's going to be used for two things. One, to catch any dry ingredients that happen to spill or drop on top of the counter, so it's easier just to pick up the paper towel, throw it away. Or, initially, if you're very good with shifting and migrating dry ingredients, wet ingredients, and all that stuff, you can be able to reward yourself with covering this, which I was slightly successful, but what can we do? Next step, close the good old microwave, and now we're going to put this on for a solid minute 30. This is just a check. Now remember now, folks, I'm not a trained professional, but when I am, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, alright, we're going to sit here and watch this microwave do this for a minute. I like long walks on the beach. Let's crack open this vault of treasures and goodness. So, as you can see, actually, it did not do too much damage, which is good. So, inside we have here, if you did this correctly, which minute 30 usually does do some pretty good justice, you shall have a reward down below. Now, let's go to the taste testing right now. Could have said substance, but here it is right here. A little bit gooey, but that's fine. I like it that way. Which be solid 2 minutes to actually cook it fully, but I like to do a minute 30 because I like the gooiness to it. Because this will be actually pretty hot. But however, when you're having it over some good old-fashioned ice cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, banana ice cream, nipple ice cream, which that's a good flavor, by the way. Wait for it to cool down a little bit, that's why I'm not eating it. This will burden the shit out of me. That's pretty good. You could have done for a little bit more sugar, which that's why, of course, I fill it in with like stuff such as, you know, confectioner sugar on top, because I like to mix it in, or with the vanilla ice cream. But past that, this is really good. You know, it's always good. Now, again, I usually like to do it because I'm really cheap and very lazy. I like to use cocoa mix, which is, you know, not the unsweetened cocoa. I'm talking about, you know, with the said elements of I don't know what it is. Every single time I record this video, which I'm not going to cut this out because I'm tired of this, they rev up their motorcycle. But either way, I digress. This is fantastic. It tastes great. Kids will love it if you use a cocoa mix, because it will be easier to make for you. You just add a little bit of sugar, a little bit of oil, and of course it will fill in quite nice. And I notice I have not used any actual oil with this for the same reason, because I ran out of some. But no, I'm kidding. I just did not eventually add it because I like to eat it like so. But you use canola oil or vegetable oil in with this brownies and it'll come out quite tasty and delicious. So enjoy, and thank you all for watching this video.